Hello everyone, welcome to the course on deep learning. This is one of the hottest skills ever required by graduates belonging to Generation Z. Deep learning is changing the reality as we speak. This course is a starter course on deep learning. We will start from the basics, right from what is deep learning and neural networks to complicated models like convolutional neural networks and recurrent neural networks. During this course, we will use Tensorflow as a choice of weapon. Deep learning is a subset of machine learning which is built with an underlying architecture called artificial neural network, which mimic our brain activity. The idea of breaking down complex thoughts to simple representation is used in deep learning. We will try to understand what is this work deep in deep learning and why do we actually need to go deep and how deep. We will look into various applications of deep learning in computer vision. Similarly, speech recognition. And we will try to understand how is this technique of deep learning actually transforming all these traditional technologies. Next, we will try to understand various architectures of neural network models like convolutional neural networks and recurrent neural networks, variational autoencoder, and so on. We will use TensorFlow as a weapon of choice and the IDE will be PyCharm. We will try to solve some interesting problems. But before we jump into these complex models, we will try to understand the nuances of artificial neural network which is behind deep learning. We will work on some important elements that define a neural network like weights, bias, and activation functions. After that, we will work on fundamentals of TensorFlow. It is always important to know your weapon better before fighting with it. This brings us to convolutional neural network. We will address the main issue in building traditional image recognition model. Then, we will try to understand the architecture of convolutional neural network. Once you understand that, using the minced fashion data set, we will build an object recognition model using the CNN architecture. Then we will be dealing with handling sequential data, and we will try to build a time series model using the Tesla dataset. During this process, we will be using long short-term memory neural network model to predict the stock price of Tesla company. Interesting, isn't it? Deep learning is one of the most necessary knowledge any engineer needs irrespective of his specialization. Deep learning has left its mark in almost every industry and we have a chance to own that skill. So, let's make it happen. Thank you.